Hey guys, the response to our previous video was amazing. So many traders loved it. The comments were filled with requests for part 2, and some of you have already started using this strategy in your own trading. In this video, I'll teach you the complete 14 EMA strategy. But just like the previous video, our main focus will be reading the chart, because that's where real trading skills are built. I'm sure that's exactly why you clicked on this video. To keep you motivated, let me tell you something. This is the exact strategy I personally use in my own trading. I trade gold and usually take only one trade a day. This is my trade from today's New York session, and by the end of this video, I'll explain exactly why I took it and what made it a high probability setup. And if you want, let me know in the comments. I'll also start sharing my daily trades in the upcoming videos, along with the complete logic behind every entry. Now, let's get started. So here we have our chart. If we start reading it from this point, you can clearly see that the market has already built strong momentum. As I explained in the previous video, momentum is identified by large consecutive candles moving in the same direction. If you look closely at the middle candle, you'll notice its long wick, showing a strong rejection. This tells us that buyers are actively pushing the market higher, which is another sign of bullish strength. So, our first condition, momentum, is already confirmed. After that, the market begins to pull back. As we know, a pullback can stay above the 14-period exponential moving average, touch it exactly, or even move slightly below it before continuing the trend. In this example, the market takes its pullback while respecting the 14 EMA, holding just above it before looking for the next move higher. Now guys, here's a question for you. If the market moves like this, should we consider it a valid pullback based on our structure rules? The answer is no. According to our rules, a valid pullback must contain at least 2 consecutive bearish candles. Since this move doesn't meet that condition, we simply ignore it and wait for a proper pullback. Now, as the market moves forward, you can see a pullback with 2 consecutive bearish candles. This satisfies our structure rule, so we can now consider it a valid pullback. After that, notice what happens at the 14-period exponential moving average. The market prints a strong rejection candle. You can identify it as either a bullish engulfing or a morning star pattern. But this is where chart reading becomes important. Compare this pullback with the previous one. On the first pullback, the market respected the 14 EMA at this exact area before continuing higher. Now the market is repeating the same behavior, rejecting from the same dynamic support once again. This repetition of behavior gives us confidence that buyers are still in control, making this a high probability buy setup according to our 14 EMA strategy. This is where we can enter the buy trade. But remember, you should never take every setup that looks like this. There are several additional conditions that must be met, and I'll explain them as we move further into the course. So why did I say this setup is worth taking? First, look at the strong momentum leading into the pullback. Second, pay attention to the direction of the 14-period exponential moving average. A clearly sloping EMA tells us the trend is still healthy. And finally, although this isn't a pullback itself, this area is acting as a strong support zone, or what many traders would call an order block. When you combine all of these factors, the probability shifts strongly in favor of the buyers. That's why this is a valid trade. As you continue through the course, these concepts will become much clearer, and you'll understand how to combine multiple confirmations before entering a trade. Now let's move forward and look at where the market starts showing weakness. Once again, the market respects the 14 EMA, and this time it forms a hammer candle, giving another rejection from the same dynamic support. Based on the strategy alone, this may still look like a buy setup. We have a valid structure, a rejection candle at the 4 EMA, and the market appears to be repeating the same behavior. But this time, we do not take the trade. Why? There are 3 reasons. First, the market has already respected the 14 EMA and given us a successful buy trade earlier. The trend has already rewarded us once. Second, this pullback failed to break above the previous swing high before returning to the EMA. That tells us the bullish trend is beginning to lose strength. Third, this rejection is forming almost at the same level as the previous one. The hammer candle is too close to the earlier bullish engulfing setup, meaning all 3 touches of the 14 EMA are clustered together. When multiple reactions occur in such a small area, the probability of success decreases. That's why it's better to avoid these types of entries. This will make even more sense as we continue reading the next chart. Now, the market finally starts showing real weakness. It breaks below the structure, giving us the first wave, second wave, and then the third wave, confirming that the overall trend has shifted to the downside. After that, the market pulls back to the 14-period exponential moving average and gives us another rejection. According to our strategy, this looks like a potential sell setup. However, we still skip this trade because two important conditions are missing. First, there isn't a strong rejection candle to confirm the entry. Second, look at the 14 EMA, it's almost flat. A flat moving average tells us the market is in a consolidation phase, not a strong trend. And when the market is consolidating, we simply stay out and wait for a higher probability setup. Now, if we continue reading the chart, you'll notice that the market attempts to start an uptrend. The first pullback forms below the 14 EMA, while the second pullback manages to form above it. However, the market fails to continue higher and instead breaks back to the downside, continuing the previous downtrend. This teaches us an important lesson. When the market is already in a downtrend, then attempts to reverse into an uptrend but fails and breaks back below the structure, the probability of the downtrend continuing becomes much higher. At that point, the chances of a successful uptrend become much lower. And that's exactly what happens here. The market continues lower. If you look at this entire bearish move, it's clear that the selling pressure is very strong. Whenever sellers are in control, our focus should only be on finding sell opportunities. And to do that, we simply apply the rules of our strategy. Now let's apply those rules. Here, the market forms its first swing low, followed by a pullback. Notice that the pullback touches the 14-period exponential moving average perfectly before the market breaks lower. This tells us exactly what we want to see on the next pullback. As the market continues, it forms a bearish engulfing candle. However, this pattern does not form at the 14 EMA, so we ignore it. Remember, we only take the trade when the rejection happens exactly at the 14-period exponential moving average. A little later, the market gives us another bearish engulfing, and this time it forms right at the 14 EMA. This is the confirmation we're waiting for, making it a valid sell entry. Now let me point out something very important. After the market moved lower, it briefly pushed above the previous bullish engulfing candle, sweeping liquidity before reversing back down. Now watch how the market repeats the same behavior. Once again, it tries to continue lower below the 14 EMA, then performs another liquidity sweep, trapping buyers, before reversing and continuing in the direction of the trend. This is exactly why reading market behavior is so powerful. The market often repeats the same patterns, and once you learn to recognize those repetitions, you'll start identifying high probability setups with much greater confidence. Now let's move forward. Here, the market forms a bearish engulfing pattern slightly above the 14-period exponential moving average. A little later, it gives us another bearish engulfing at almost the exact same location relative to the EMA. So here's my question for you. Should we take a sell trade here? The answer is absolutely not. Why? Because after the first bearish engulfing, the market should have continued lower and broken the previous swing low. Only after creating a new lower low and then pulling back to form another valid bearish engulfing at the 14 EMA would we consider taking the trade. Since the market failed to make that new lower low first, this setup doesn't meet our rules, so we simply ignore it. After that, the market makes a strong bearish push, creating a new lower low. It then starts a pullback to the 14 EMA, and once the pullback is complete, the market resumes its bearish trend. Now let's move on to the next chart example. Let me explain this chart quickly. This is a different type of trend. Instead of making large impulsive moves, the market forms small controlled moves, while staying very close to the 14-period exponential moving average. After a short pullback, it repeatedly rejects the EMA and creates another lower low. Because the market is hugging the moving average, this type of trend can be a little more challenging to trade. However, if you understand the structure correctly, it can still produce high-quality setups. Now, notice that the market first goes through a period of consolidation before breaking lower to create a new lower low. The first lower high forms slightly above the 14 EMA. Later, The next lower high also forms at almost the exact same position relative to the EMA, and this time we get a strong bearish rejection candle. These two pullbacks are well aligned with each other, making this a valid sell setup. However, there are a few things you must pay attention to. First, the 14 EMA must have a clear direction. Second, this is not a perfect entry because during the first pullback, the EMA was still relatively flat. Ideally, on both pullbacks, the EMA should already be sloping in the direction of the trend. After that, the market creates another lower low. As it starts pulling back, it initially reverses below the EMA, then pushes slightly above it and forms a bearish engulfing pattern. But notice what's happening to the 14 EMA. It's starting to flatten. A flat EMA usually indicates that the market is entering a consolidation phase. Later, the market resumes a proper downtrend. Now compare these two pullbacks. They are well aligned and respect the same area around the 14 EMA. So, should we take the trade? The answer is no, because we're still missing one important confirmation, a strong rejection candle. You'll also notice a small liquidity sweep above the EMA. This happened because there wasn't a strong rejection to immediately push the market lower. Even though the trend is still bearish and the market continues respecting the EMA, we don't execute the trade without a proper rejection signal. This is exactly why patience is so important. We only take the highest probability setups that meet all of our rules. Also, don't think this chart offers only one trading opportunity. As we go deeper into the strategy, you'll learn to identify additional sell setups here, and even another one later in the trend. For now, I'm keeping the strategy simple so it doesn't become overwhelming. We'll cover those advanced entries in the upcoming lessons. Now, let's move on to today's live trade and break down the complete logic behind it. Now, the core logic behind this trade is exactly the same chart reading approach we've discussed throughout this video. However, this is a slightly tricky setup, so I would recommend avoiding trades like this until you have more experience with the strategy. If we look at the overall structure, the market was initially in a downtrend. Then it made a strong momentum move to the upside, followed by a pullback. After that, an internal uptrend started to form. As the market pulled back, it printed a bullish engulfing pattern right around the 14-period exponential moving average. If you compare it with the previous pullback, you'll notice that it also formed a bullish engulfing slightly below the 14 EMA. The behavior was repeating at almost the same location, giving us a strong structural confirmation. On top of that, this setup appeared during the New York session, when volatility was high, which is the session I personally trade. With all these confirmations in place, I entered the trade on the bullish engulfing candle, placed my stop loss below the rejection candle, and targeted a 1-to-2 risk-to-reward ratio. As you can see, the market reached my target, and the trade was a winner. If you'd like me to share my daily trades along with the complete logic behind every entry, let me know by commenting "share" below. If you want to trade with the same broker I use, you'll find my partner link in the description. Open your account using that link to support the channel. If you found this video valuable, don't forget to like the video, and I'll see you in the next one.